Now, for obvious reasons, you know that Scott Morrison has given us an incredible insight into how politics works. When he was the shadow immigration minister arguing to stop the boats, into when he became the immigration minister and how he stopped the boats, into when he became the treasurer and put together rolling tax cuts for companies and for individuals, and then of course as the Prime Minister, all the way from Washington DC to the Shire. We were given an inside seat into how politics works, and in part because we didn't jump down his throat. We let him say what he wanted to say, and you can make whatever judgment you want after that. But you know how hostile and how ridiculous the media became, because remember, his ultimate sin was winning the 2019 election, proving the Liberal Party did exactly the right thing by getting rid of the ghost in 2018. I noticed, by the way, the ghost turned up on Q&A last night and no one cared. But Scott Morrison gave his final speech in federal parliament today, and again, I want you to hear what he had to say, not just 5 seconds of what he had to say. This is what he said about community and the community of which he comes from. This sounds exactly like you and me talking about where we live, right?
Mine is a community that is unashamedly proud of our country, that deeply values family life and what it takes to live a life that keeps families together, that works hard. They take responsibility for themselves. They appreciate and respect both their own and others' good fortune. And they're generous to those around them, celebrating their successes or providing a hand up whenever and wherever it is needed.
He also talks about what matters in public life.
Too often in this place, we confuse differences of policy with judgments about people's intent and motives. This is not good for our polity. We may disagree, but we need to honour the good intentions of all of us.
Absolutely correct. Even the people that I vehemently disagree with, I don't think are bad human beings. I don't think they're not loved by their families and not good mates to their friends. But obviously, when particularly the left, that's what they think of us because we disagree with them, or sometimes we literally stand in their way saying, sorry, no revolution today. And finally, he talks about Judeo-Christian values, the stuff that is built into the DNA of our country. And increasingly, as people move away from faith, and you know that I am one of those people, but as we move away from faith and it is replaced by a sort of need to find a local deity via Twitter, that has a problem in a modern country like ours.
We stand on the values that build a successful, free society. Individual liberty, the rule of law, equality of opportunity, responsible citizenship, morality, liberty of speech, thought, religion and association. All of these stem from the core principle of respect for individual human dignity. So does representative democracy and even market-based capitalism. This is a unique Judeo-Christian principle, but equally we should be careful about diminishing the influence and the voice of Judeo-Christian faith in our Western society, as doing so risks our society drifting into a valueless void. In that world, there is nothing to stand on, there is nothing to hold on to, and the authoritarians and autocrats win. So in the increasing Western embrace of secularism, let us be careful not to disconnect ourselves from what I would argue is our greatest gift and most effective protector of our freedoms, the Judeo-Christian values upon which our liberty and society was founded. Even if you may not believe, it would be wise to continue to understand, respect and appreciate this important link and foundation.
Well said. Thank you for your service.